Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. More Birthright coverage for you today as we continue on with our Deities series here, just to round out some of the content for the original core box for the Birthright setting. So we're moving on with Cuiraécen, and again, you can have a chance to see a lot of these videos and some other content early if you want to check out our Patreon. So we'll have some unique Birthright footage up there in the near future, but also, again, just in general, at least a couple early access videos. So generally, if you're seeing this on the YouTube channel, it's probably been up on the Patreon for about a week or so already. But let's jump right in here. So Cuiraécen's one of the lesser gods. So a couple different versions of his name there. Chaotic good, basically anybody who's non-lawful. His areas of control and focus, battle and storms. And then the symbol here is pretty cool too. You got the lightning bolt with the crossed sword. So again, a little bit of pronunciation there. So Cuiraécen. So the god of storms and conflict, but he is perceived as a force for change and good rather than destruction, like you typically might associate with a god like that. So he's the son of Halen and the sea goddess Nasirie, which we'll cover next, actually, and was not present at Deismar, but he is the patron also of young and reckless warriors everywhere who plunge boldly into battle in search of personal glory and honor. So now if you happen to encounter his avatar, it's pretty spicy, as well as are most of these ones here for the various deities. But he is Halen's champion and herald, so he goes wherever Halen sends him, basically. So he basically appears as a huge, powerfully muscled man with noble features and some pretty awesome kit. Silver chainmail +5, a shield +3, and a great crested helm, which you could probably, if you wanted to, add some special abilities there too, if you're the DM and feel that that would be warranted. His avatar, here's the crazy part, his avatar is equivalent of a storm giant who attacks twice per round with a spear +4 and can cast a 12d8 lightning bolt at will. So pretty powerful stuff there. Now, interestingly, unlike some of the other priesthoods, you have some interesting abilities for his paladins, but also some things that you might lack if you decide to become a paladin of him. So in Annuir, he's pretty famous and important, but relatively small elsewhere. So you'd probably see like little shrines or outposts at best, but that could be a fun part of a campaign, is sort of trying to spread this faith if you happen to adventure outside of Annuir. So as you might suspect, it's popular among soldiers and powerful orders of militant knights. Templar can command hundreds of elite fighting men, certainly. So, and if we go back to the battles cards and that whole system, the Knights of Cuiraécen are a pretty beefy elite mounted unit there. So for the priesthood here, you got some requirements. So nothing too crazy. Wisdom of 9, strength of 12 though. Any non-lawful, and you can see the different spheres that you have access to there. So we'll see if we can get that glare to stop a little bit. There we go. So, and then obviously since this was 2nd edition, you have things like Thaco and stuff like that. So you have to do a little bit of work if you want to kind of port this into 5th. But the cool thing here is the priests have a number of attacks equal to a warrior of equal level. So your priests are a little bit more offensive minded here. They do have some lightning and cold resistance equal to ring of fire resistance effects. So just a couple, kind of wonky abilities, but still some neat things to separate them from just a generic priest. But then the paladins are chaotic good. They may specialize in a weapon following the rules for fighters, but unlike other paladins, though, they specifically cannot turn undead or cast priest spells. So again, more focused on military aspects there. So a fun one for one of the minor gods, but something that could be a little bit cooler to sort of delve into and sort of be this righteous, holy crusader type that, is geared towards, obviously, a lot of military actions. So great for a younger adventurer, certainly, or even a grizzled veteran, and looking at ways to maybe spread that faith beyond, again, the borders of Annuir. So lots of potential opportunities there. But let us know your thoughts on Cuiraécen and any ways that you've incorporated that or encountered maybe members of the clergy or other paladins of that faith in your campaigns, and how that's played out for you, and any ideas you'd have of sort of incorporating that into the current edition. So drop us a comment there, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and again, check out our Patreon. There'll be a link in the end of the video as well. So again, a lot of early access stuff for Birthright, and starting very soon again and increasing over time, of course. There'll be some unique things that will just stay up there as far as content goes for Birthright and other games that we cover. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.